Hello again, this is PC Delta Link, and we're back with more of our Enigmatica 2 Let's Play Normal Mode, and this is episode 117. Alright, I know it's been a long time, and I did not get this episode out as quick as I had, but there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on lately, and I do have some very good news for you all as well. So, the biggest bit of news, and the main reason after my aunt's funeral why I've been so late getting this episode out is I started back in probably mid-December the process of putting a new computer together. And, of course, the graphics card was an issue to get. And I'm going to talk about this more in its own separate update video, so I'm not going to touch on it too much here. But just know that I am now on a new computer, and so hopefully the game's going to run better. I've got more RAM I've allocated to Minecraft now. I have a very nice new graphics card that's slightly more modern. No, it's not a 3090 or anything like that. I managed to get the Radeon, what was it? RXT 6600, I believe. Yeah. I just glanced at the box laying over there. Yeah, it's an RX 6600 XT. So, managed to get that after I ordered that graphics card all the way back on Black Friday. It took it like a month and a half to get here, but hey, I got it. So, it was all good. And, yeah, everything seems to be working well. And then, that's probably about all I'm going to say for that, just that I've managed to migrate Minecraft over to the new computer, so we will be using that from now on, and I think it seems a little bit better, but if any settings are kind of off and not quite right, we will have to look at those and address those as we go on through the episode. So if there is any problems with that, then I apologize. Next thing is that the Enigmatica 2 pack has updated. We are on I am not on a more recent version, but there is a newer version of the pack now. I am on 1.78. And the pack itself now goes to 1.79, but at this time, and this was the other reason that we were so late getting this episode out, but at this time, I am not planning to update to that version of the pack because it changed a lot of stuff with advanced rocketry, and unfortunately for us, it broke a lot of stuff with advanced rocketry. So, for instance, a lot of the machines changed their shape, so like our rolling machine here is completely different in the newer version of the pack. The lathe is broken. The textures on the precision assembler are broken. Now, granted, it's not great here, because we can still get... Yeah, it's still not perfect here either, but it's better than the new pack, trust me, for the stability of it. The cutter did get a new look in the new pack, which looks better, I will say. But the biggest problem with the new pack, or the updated version of the pack, is our space station was gone. The one that we built. Yeah, I tried to warp to it, and it just wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there's a way to... If there's like a location of the save data for your space stations that's in a separate place from the rest of the world data. If so, I couldn't find it. And then I had other problems as well. Like, for instance, in the newer version of the pack, I had huge problems with a decent amount of lag sometimes. And then I'd come back, if I warped between dimensions, then sometimes just after warping anywhere with the advanced dislocator, I noticed sometimes after doing that, I'd come back and I couldn't right-click anything. I couldn't interact with chests. I couldn't interact with machines. I couldn't do anything. And frankly, that's unacceptable. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what caused it, but the pack is unplayable for me in its current state. Between that and then losing all the progress on our space station, I just decided at this time not to update. So, yeah, if anyone knows a way to fix the issue of the space station being gone, let me know, because that'd be cool. But otherwise, yeah, we're going to stick with this older version of the pack for now. And at this point, probably be on it the rest of the playthrough, because frankly, looking at our quest book, I really don't have much more I was planning to truly cover in this mod pack. There's only 2 other things that I really want to cover just because I've never done them before. And that's one, making a Draconic fusion reactor. I want to do that from Draconic Evolution. I want to create a... It's probably not going to be in here. Well, here it is. Yeah, I'd like to create a mechanism fusion reactor, because that would be a cool thing to do as well, and I've never done one. I'd love to see what kind of RF generation it gets. So, yeah, I want to get a mechanism fusion reactor. And, possibly, I said I was going to do this a long time ago, so I probably do need to do it still. Put together a, molten salt reactor. And then, for the project in between that, would be updating our smelting area that we started a long time ago and then never really got back to. Because all of our... Here we go. Yeah, because we went to all the trouble to dig out this freaking gigantic room and create this enormous brine tank for some of the functions we would need it for. And then we never did anything with this room. We have some of our... Oh, it's all imported. Yeah, we shut these off finally, but we had our igneous extruder getting different materials and just stuff that we never really capitalized on. Yeah, we built these 4 thermal evaporation towers, and then... Or is that 5? 2, 3, 4... 5 thermal evaporation towers. Went to all the trouble outside to get them to look great, and then, yeah, have never done anything with this room after this. But, yeah, because this was going to be our full smelting area, moving our stuff down here, essentially. So, probably still do that project. But otherwise, I'm kind of thinking I'm coming close to the end of this mod pack. Now, I say that, those couple projects I just mentioned, that's still several episodes worth of content. We're looking at, yeah, probably, I would say, at the rate I'm going on this, I'd say probably at least 20 more episodes at this point. But, yeah, aside from after that, though, I mean, I don't really want to do stuff just for the sake of doing stuff. It's more so stuff that I'm either interested in, or if I get a request in the comments for certain mods or aspects of mods that I have not touched on before. That's the stuff I'm more likely to focus on. But, yeah, looking at this, I'm really not seeing much else I would spend the time on at this point, or that would need to be spent time on. So at that point, and I'll probably I'll throw this out again at some later point, but I'm going to be asking for votes on the next mod pack I do. I have a couple ideas. I'm not going to open up to every mod pack just because I won't have any votes worth anything, probably. That would be too diluted. So at some point I'll end up putting out a small video giving the selection of mod packs I'm looking at and then what you guys kind of want me to play. But, yeah, we've wasted enough time on all this other crap, and yeah, so let's get on with today's episode. So today, we are going to get our warp core installed in our space station. Now, we've got a new room constructed for it up here, and we are in the process of finishing this room. It's mostly built at this point. This is where the warp core is going to be. It requires titanium blocks, so we've got this just to kind of mark it for us. But, yeah, you can see we've got our oxygen vent, we've got our energy cube, we've got our CO2 scrubbers, we have our carbon collection cartridges. I'll go ahead and put these 2 in here so that this is working just fine. And then we've got some glass. I may need to get more glass. We did add the quite clear glass recipe to our AE network, so it can craft that now. But for now, I need to grab some solar generators. Because I don't believe, if I'm understanding it correctly, the Warp core does not actually require power. I thought I was going to need a bigger solar array. I have our digital guide and the assembler because I was planning to put one of our environmental tech solar arrays up there, one of those multi-block structures, and just make it, you know, higher quality panels like the Aethium or Ionite at least. But I may not need that. Because I think we're only going to need power for our CO2 vent and the oxygen scrubber. I don't think we need, or just the oxygen vent technically requires power. Because I don't think any of this other stuff needs it. And I probably don't even need this many solar panels. I just have it to look symmetrical and nice. And I didn't want to make 9 more for over here. I can always add that later if I want to. But, yeah, I mean, So, we'll go ahead and we'll keep adding the glass to this. Ah, right, shoot. Can I not reach that? Oh, I can, okay. Like, I should be able to reach that from here, I would think. Let's see, there we go. Well, I suppose it doesn't quite look right. Oh, heck. Hang on. I'll grab some more, Oh, no. Let's just make it work. Let's just make it work. And we'll see how it turns out. So I shouldn't have to waste the materials for the solar or the solar generators if I don't need them. It would just be kind of a waste at this point. And I doubt we're going to have enough glass, so I'm probably going to have to go get more. Yeah, no, we do not have enough glass. But probably another stack is going to be all we need, so let me go ahead and... Oh, we have a little bit extra in here. I'll go ahead and craft another stack worth anyway. 30 might be enough to finish this. We'll see. I've got it. There's a couple windows that aren't done down below too. Whoops. And that's why I like quite clear glass. It doesn't break when you break it. Dagnabbit. Okay, guess we'll get in through the door. Yeah, definitely going into freaking space. We do want to make sure the windows are actually built in this place. Okay, that's done, that's done. Oh, this window's not done. Okay, yeah, and we do not have enough for that. Okay, but that might be it. This one too? Okay, just those 2 windows. That's not bad. Yeah, we should be able to get that. And the other thing I'm going to check as we work with this new computer is, right now, Bandicam's only showing I'm running at 20 FPS, but the game feels like we're running way better than that. I feel like this thing's running like silky smooth right now, so I'm not sure why it's saying it's 20, because it sure feels like we're running way better than 20 FPS. So I'll have to figure that out as I edit the episode and end up uploading it to you guys. So, like I said, the first couple episodes may be kind of weird as we get our new computer settings figured out and set up and whatnot. But I really didn't want to wait any further. This is the last day that I'm on vacation. So, wanted to get this done before I go back to work tomorrow. yeah, just kind of took some vacation off for my birthday and just really didn't feel like working on anything. And because I had the new computer, I was playing a lot of games that I previously could not play on my old computer. Do I need another structure tower? No, it's technically above that. We should be fine. Alright, I need some station lights. But yeah, now that I have a newer computer and it's Windows 10, my old computer is Windows 7. Now that I have Windows 10 as well, and a better graphics card, there's a lot of games that I had previously been wanting to play, and I just did not have either the hard drive space or the graphics capabilities to play them. So that's what I spent most of vacation on, mainly... Oh, what were the two I played the most of? Horizon Zero Dawn and Immortals Phoenix Rising. And then the biggest one that's coming up in a month or so, I will be doing Elden Ring, and almost certainly doing a playthrough on that game, because holy crap, I want to play Elden Ring. And also Monster Hunter Rise comes out on PC tomorrow, so probably going to do that as well. Alright, I do not have any station lights here currently. Oh, while I'm at it, we need our warp core, and we've already got the recipe pulled up right here. So, I may have this. I don't know if I have the copper coil, though. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, titanium? Oh, I can craft it, I just don't have them. Okay, yeah, give me 4 of that. And then we'll grab the copper coil in the meantime. Let me clear that. Wait, I thought that... Ah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Copper coil. Alright, those should be done by now. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so there's our warp core. This should also be a quest reward. Yeah, there we go. Claim that. See what we get. Probably nothing. Pistons, really? Well, how many? 8. Okay, not terrible, I suppose. Less crap I have to craft. We'll look at it that way. Okay, I need some machine structure blocks. We've got enough titanium. And we've got enough gold. Yeah, this item in itself is really not that complicated. To the point where I was almost... Oh, we need station lights. That's the whole reason we came back over here, was station lights. I know I've got some in my chest up back at the space station, but I really don't want to go up there right now. For that, anyway. Let's start with 12. See what we can do with that. Get some light in this place. And there's a zombie on the roof of our space station. Go away. Okay. Because, yeah, these corners are not sealed yet. And this is a nice way to seal these off and make sure that they are airtight. Alright, and then we need to, of course, have some of these scattered around the room in different places in order to provide some light for us. I actually don't like that now. And we'll move these by 1. It's fine. See, this is why we do this now rather than when we're up in space and we're trying not to waste too much air out of the bottom of our space station. Okay, get that and that. I guess for the sake of consistency, we'll move these to be in the same spot. They're not... We still got some room next to the warp core there. It's fine. I had left room around the warp core here in case we needed, like, to add pipes around it or conduits or whatever the case may be. But I don't think we're going to need to, actually. So let's go ahead and grab our holo projector. It should already be on the recipe for it. And let me grab our blocks that we're going to need here. So if we look at our holo projector for the warp core, So you can look at the bottom layer. We have the warp core with 7 titanium blocks and a block of gold in the middle. So alright, so let's go ahead and finish that because we have the corner pieces already. We have our block of gold and then our warp core. So that's the bottom level. Go ahead and shift it up 1 and be prompt. Oh, I was about to say, and be disappointed it didn't work. So we have our 4 machine structures and then the block of gold in the middle. Let's grab that. And then we have our block of gold. And then finally shift it up 1 more time. And now in the last thing we have input hatch and 8 titanium blocks. And can I still stand up here after we do this? Please say yes, because we need to be able to. Yeah, we can. Because we need to be able to access this, of course, because the input hatch, like I just said, is up here. So this is where the fuel is going to go, because this core, dagnabbit, according to our lovely little quest book, the warp core runs off of dilithium crystals. Yeah, see, it uses dilithium crystals as fuel. So we're going to need to take those with us, of course. And that's why we've got a large stack of them right here. Let's go ahead and see if it'll let us form this. Oh, that looks cool. I wish it was kind of animated, but maybe it is in the updated version of the pack that we don't have. But still, that's cool. I like it. And yeah, that's awesome. Okay. But yeah, so apparently it doesn't require any power. It just needs... What I don't know is, how do you access it? How do you work with it? How do you tell it where to go? Or maybe it doesn't do anything because we're not actually in a space station. It may not. That may be what. Oh, warp controller. Okay, I'm an idiot. Used to set the destination of your space station. Well then, let's grab a warp controller. And hopefully it doesn't require anything too fancy. So let's see here. Warp controller. What's this? Oh, this is easy. Okay. Yeah, I've already got all that. Okay, now this, I'm assuming, requires power, which means we may well need those other solar panels I skipped out on. So let me go ahead and make 9 more of these. We'll go ahead and do this. I'm gonna need cable as well, and I really don't have much more cable. Hang on. We can fix this. Okay, and then use this. Oh, we're out of reinforced alloy. Okay. Craft me some, buddy. Alright, we'll give that a second to run through. I'm also going to need to check on... We used up a lot of iron in that structure out there to the point where I was basically out of iron. And I had our system making more iron, but I'd like to see where we're at on that, so... And yeah, 24, that's fine. Go ahead and drop the titanium block back in there, too. So let me see how we're doing on iron. I told it to make 5,000, which that's about what we're at. It looks like we're done, actually. Yeah, that's the only thing crap. So let me go ahead, in the meantime, and order some more iron, because 5,000 iron goes pretty quick in some of the larger recipes. So we'll craft, sure, another 5,000. It only takes 1,000 iron ore to make 5,000 ingots. So, but that does take that a while. Oh, I need my solar generators if they're done. Which they probably are. No, they're not. What are we waiting on? Unless I didn't actually start them. Solar panel, solar generator. Let me try that again. Okay, now we have them. Alright, cool. Alright, almost done with this building. Okay. Come on, there we go. Alright, let me go ahead and add our cable in here. Whoops. Okay. Alright, so we need the warp controller, which... Can I just, I don't know what kind of power this thing takes. I'm assuming this takes power. Let me just throw it here for a second and find out. Well, maybe it doesn't. I think this is where we... Okay. Search for planet program from chip. Okay, now we're getting into the stuff that I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. Alright, let's get it up to the space station before we really do much more on that. So I think we're good, and it doesn't seem to require power, so maybe we didn't need to do that. But, oh well, it's already done, it's already built, so we'll just leave it. More solar power never hurt anybody. But I think we're ready, so let me go ahead and start the scanning process on this. Oh, I need a satellite container. And I believe we're going to need another copy of our space station chip. Which I should have, but I'm going to grab it anyway. Space station and an unprogrammed chip. Perfect. I also need another satellite bay for the new building. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, right. Got to copy the chip. Let me go to my satellite builder. Station 1. Okay. Alright, scan that sucker. And that's going to take a while because this is a very big structure. And now, I don't know if the multi-block structure will properly translate up to the space station. We may have to break it and rebuild it. This is kind of a test to find out if that actually works. Because I have no idea how that's going to play out. Okay. The address and all that crap should already be set on the docking port, so everything should be ready to just send it once the scan is complete. Ready. Alright, let's go ahead and build it. I think we're good to go on that. I didn't see any holes in there or anything. I suppose it's not awful on the scanning speed. Because again, when you consider everything that you're asking this game to do with this, basically take all this and shrink it down to one block, pack it into a container, and send it up, and then match it to the proper spot on the space station, it's actually pretty incredible that modern Minecraft lets you do this. At least, that's my opinion anyway. Okay. Should be good. Got our space station container. So now, we should be able to go into our rocket, into the satellite bay, put our space station container in there. Guidance computer should be at station 1. Yes, it is. Okay, I think we're ready. So let me get on my spacesuit. Oh, and just in case you're curious, on the newer version of the mod pack, yes, you still can't see your health with this helmet and whatnot on. It's still unreadable, which is great. We're gonna leave these here. I don't need that. I don't need that. The rest of this, I suppose, can come with me. Oh, leave the space station chip. I don't need that either. All right, let's head up to space. Destination Station 1. All right, let's... Oh, wait, I should be able to... Oh, it's already selected for the pad. Okay, yeah, let's take off and head that way. I did make one fun discovery messing around with trying to get our station to work in the new game and whatnot, the new version of the mod pack. And I'll show you that discovery once we get up here. All right, very good. We're back. As usual, it's better to let it do the auto descent to where the game has time to properly load the new dimension that you're now standing in. So I am just going to go ahead and let that play out. Alright, we're descending down. We should be landing our space station shortly. I don't see it yet, but I'm not in a good camera angle to see it either. Ah, there it is. Alright, we're on the landing, and yes, our room is in its proper spot. See, we just had it set up to be across the way from this. Eventually, we'll get some like hallways around the sides and whatnot, but for right now, I just wanted this as is. All right, let's see if we've got air. No, why do we not have air? As far as I know, the windows are complete. Give me a minute. Let me check and see if I can figure out why it says we don't have air here. Okay, got it figured out. I forgot that you have to disable the redstone control on the oxygen vent, otherwise it doesn't run. So you can see now it says we are in a breathable atmosphere. Breathable, yes, in the bottom left corner. So, alright, the room is good. Now, I do know that these oxygen vents do have a limitation. They can't heat... Or can't heat. They can't provide oxygen to, like, an infinite-sized room. They do have a size limitation. And no, I have no idea what that size limitation is. So I'd wondered if that was the problem at first, but no. We just forgot how to get that turned on. Okay, so now let's take a look and see if we can move anywhere else. We can. We do have a few planet choices. So there's apparently fancier stuff as well. I believe there's other planets we could potentially go to. But we... Fuel cost 100... Holy crap, that's expensive. Can I get one slightly cheaper? Planet list. Mercury? What's our fuel cost on it? That's much closer. I'm just checking to see... Whoa. 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 What in the world? Oh, that's so cool. That's like a whole different galaxy. Now, how do I... Proxima B, Novus, Twilight... 500 crystals. Okay, so clearly we're going to need to get some more crystals. And I may need to figure out if there's a way to possibly get more fuel discount on some of this stuff. So that's a completely different galaxy, for crying out loud. Okay, so let me go back over here. Proxima, Twilight, Feluca, Hubble, Stella. Up again. Oh wow, okay. Mercury. We're on Earth. Saturn. Only costs 82 crystals to warp to it. You know, just for fun, let's do this. Let's see what happens. Watch us get stranded in space and be completely lost up here forever. That's gonna be cool. Okay. Let me get some fuel up in here. Now it says not ready. I'm not understanding this. But can I just warp? Since we had the fuel cost in there. So I guess... I don't know what we're doing. Let's try it and see what happens. As I suspected, nothing happened. Alright, I'm not sure... Not sure what the pro thing is wanting. Alright, hang on, I'll be back. Okay, so I think I figured it out. So apparently, you notice our core is active and moving and doing stuff now. Apparently, if you put more than like 2 crystals in here at a time, the thing freaks out and doesn't know what to do with it. And it like completely kills it. So... apparently each crystal gives you a certain amount of fuel. It's not 1-to-1, so I don't need like 80 crystals to warp here. Each crystal, I believe, is worth 20 units of fuel. But yeah, he said, I finally found a video, good night. There was like nothing online about this problem. Finally found a video where the guy said if you have more than 2 crystals in there, it doesn't work. So maybe that's fixed on the newer version of the mod pack, who knows. But point being, it looks like we can warp now. So... we are going to... we're at Neptune, so... let's see what happens. Let's warp. Now, something to note here is that, you know, obviously this is all going with us. We're going to have enough fuel to get back, which of course we do in this instance, but the thing is, if I understand correctly how this thing works, right now our advanced dislocator will not warp us to the space station if we hit space station. Oh, that's so cool. because we do have the right outfit on, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's Neptune. Yeah, because we're not in the dimension where our space station was earlier. We're in a totally different spot now. So I'm actually going to set this. I'm going to add a new one. Neptune Station. And don't ever warp to these places unless you know that your space station is at that spot. So, alright, what I don't know here is... Can we land on this planet? See, we can't go back to Earth because we're too far away from Earth. So yeah, our rocket can't go back to Earth. I can't just jump down there, as fun as that would be. Yeah, I really need planet data to land on these things. Or maybe, I suppose it's possible I can't land on it because it's technically a gas giant. So, technically, it has no surface to land on. Yeah, it's kind of weird that it can't process that. Okay, yeah, we have a pretty good amount of fuel now. Alright, so yeah, let's warp to Mercury. That should be a solid surface planet. And let's see what we can do with that. Can we go outside while this is happening? Oh, that's so cool. I don't want to know what happens if you fall off your space station while it's in transit like this. Just don't do it. We should be arriving there shortly. That is cool particle effects on that warp core. I like it. It's a good thing we brought plenty of fuel. Oh, wow. Alright, so yeah, that would be Mars. Okay, so now that we have an actual planet here. Oh wait, I can just take off for Mercury. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let me set a warp point for our space station here. We'll set it for Mercury station. Okay. Now, fuel is a slight concern, but, okay, destination's Mercury. You know, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this doesn't take much fuel, because I don't have a lot of fuel left on this rocket. And currently I have no way to get more fuel up here. Yeah, eventually I can see about adding some fuel production up here, but that's going to be a while. So hopefully it's a tiny planet. Hopefully it doesn't have much gravity to take off again. If it does, our only hope of, if we don't have enough fuel, our only hope is going to be to warp back to the station, warp back to Earth, and use our, or just use our advanced dislocator to get back to Earth. Yeah, that's going to be our options here. All right. I notice it says atmosphere is very hot. And it looks like on the map I'm seeing lava, so we may have to be very careful here. We are not immune to lava right now because we are not wearing our Draconic armor. Because we can't. The atmosphere is not breathable. And I hope we don't land in a freaking pool of lava or something similar. Oh, what in the world is this? Well, we didn't land in lava. That's nice. Let me go ahead and add Mercury to our destinations. Okay. Oh, wow, gravity is light here. Oh, and let me add as well, if we're really gonna run around here and explore. Add a waypoint to get back there. Let's climb up to this hill. I doubt we're going to run into mobs. Just does not seem like that's going to be a thing we're going to have to be concerned with. But I'm not sure what we're going to find here. How high are we right now? Oh, we're like 170 on the y-axis, so we're actually really high up right now, because those are clouds. I don't know if there's any ore. And I just realized I did not bring anti-air torches. I know that's not what they're called, but that's what we're going with. Okay. I'm not seeing any... Oh, wait, there is a little bit of ore over here. What do we got here? There's something in the rocks right here. Looks like coal, honestly. That's because it is coal. Okay. Well, nothing new there. And this is in the dark, and I'm not seeing any mobs. There definitely would have been some here if there's going to be. So I think we're clear on mobs. Not seeing much in the way of structures on this planet. Alright, well, we had this place marked with our advanced dislocator, so I should be able to get back here even without my space shuttle at this point. So what we're going to do, let's warp back, or let's go back to our station. Let's take our shuttle back. Pray to God it has enough fuel. And we'll head back to Earth, grab some more fuel for the shuttle, and we will head to a different planet. So catch y'all in a few. Well, as you can see, we were able to get the space shuttle back to Earth, but we were very, very close to running out of fuel. That really does not have much fuel left in that rocket. So at the moment, we've really only got enough fuel for like one test flight to a different planet, and then we had to come back. Huh. Sorry, we're going to touch down here, and we are going to refuel and see about. We got time to go to one more different planet, so I'll decide where we're going to go. All right, almost back down. We got to get a fuel setup of some kind up on the space station, because we just need to be able to get more fuel in space. Yeah, that's not taking too long. So we'll look into the next edition we're going to do for our space station. It's going to be moving one of these units, probably just one of these and one of these up there. And get some fuel set up that way. May need a proper solar array for that, such as one of our environmental tech arrays. May not be able to get by with just the basic solar generators. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. In the meantime, though, this should be refueled. It is. So I'm going to tell it to go back to the... Can I just launch it up there and... I should be able to tell it to just go. Well, maybe not. Oh, screw it. I'll go with it. Alright, I'll see you guys when we get to our next planet. Alright, we are warping to Saturn. So that was one of the first places we tried to go. We should be there in just a minute. Ooh, let's take a look. What does it have rings? Oh, so cool! Yeah, that's really cool. I feel like we're not oriented properly with the position of the rings. Now, I don't think we can actually land on Saturn, because Saturn doesn't have a physical form to land on. It's a gas giant. But, real quick, let me... Typing... Saturn station. Okay. Okay, let's try it though. Let's see if it lets me do it. I don't think it's going to let me do it, but I'll try. Yeah, destination unreachable. Yeah. I didn't think it would, so yeah, there is no place to actually land here. So let me find Saturn. Saturn does have a moon, though, which we should be able to land on the moon of Saturn. Assuming I can find Saturn. What the heck? Can I zoom out? No, I can't. That'd be too easy. Oh, looks like Earth. Okay. Okay, so it only costs 1 to warp over to Titan. It's literally right here. Okay. Well, this looks the same as Luna, honestly. Alright, let's pass on Titan. Let's go to Mars. Because I don't think there's going to be anything special to see on Titan, since it literally looks the exact same as Mars. Or, the moon, I mean. Yeah, Jupiter... Well, Jupiter has moons, too. Let me see... Can we warp to Europa? Yes, we can. Screw it, let's go. Why not? Maybe Europa might be more interesting. Because Mars, I kind of know what to expect. You know, just a red planet, essentially. But this looks more Earth-like. Even though I highly doubt it's going to be breathable anyway. Europa. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go to Europa. And hopefully this won't take too much fuel. Yeah, this place does look surprisingly Earth-like. I don't really know much about Europa. It's been many years since I've been in school, especially in school for like astronomy or other related fields. So, can't really say I know anything about it. Okay. Well, it says currently it's not breathable, but that could just be because we just aren't on the ground yet. I don't know. We'll find out in just a minute. I'll go ahead and hit the spacebar. If I'm reading the map correctly, we're about to land in water. And I'm not sure how that's going to play out. Either that or it's ice. Might be ice. I think that's ice. Yeah, it is. Alright, well let me set our waypoint. And set our advanced dislocator. And let's take a walk. And we get some dang good speed. What elevation we at? 63, so not super high. I'm not seeing any other land masses. Oh, as I say that, we find one. Some frozen bamboo. Probably just from the normal mod or Minecraft terrain generation. So you can harvest the water. Yeah, it's still not breathable. Alright, I'm gonna mark this landmass as a place to come back to later. Possibly for digging, if we want to dig into the ground here, when I bring back the proper torches. Did I bring food? Yeah, I got food. Okay. A lot of frozen water on this planet, that's for sure. I can see some of the land below us, though. So the land is there, it's just most of the planet is a giant ocean. A frozen giant ocean. Alright, I'm not seeing much else. That was one of the only land masses we saw sticking up above the thing. So I think we're going to go ahead, looking at our time on our episode, I think we're going to go ahead and head back to the base at this point. And pray to God we have enough fuel for both the trip to the space station and the trip back to the Earth. Yeah, clearly we're going to have to get some fuel production built on the space station because these close calls are not fun. I think I'll also look into an advanced dislocator strictly for the space station, because we're getting a lot of waypoints on our advanced dislocator. I'd kind of like a second one that's only for advanced rocketry related stuff. Keep those waypoints kind of more consolidated. Possibly think about an ender chest on the station that would link with our base. That might be something useful to do as well. All right. Let's go ahead and head back to Earth in just a moment, once we land back on our station here. So, all right, next episode, we're going to spend a bit more time in space. I'll get some extra dilithium crystals mined up and ready to go so that we got plenty of fuel to go wherever the heck we want. We will also get a full fuel production facility built in between episodes to where our rocket can fuel itself on the space station. So that's going to be my next big project up here. And I will look into getting that set up so that we have plenty of fuel to work with up here. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong way. So yeah, let's warp back to Earth. Did I select that right? Hang on. There's Earth, okay. Okay, fuel cost 119. We can fix that. That should be more than enough. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to Earth. Shouldn't take long to get back to Earth. Our little spinny warp core. Let the green bubbles flow. And blue swirly bits. Need to get some lights out on this landing pad. There's like, it is pitch black on this landing pad. So I'll add some lights out here as well in between episodes. Because we need to be able to see our space shuttle when it takes off. Yeah, 7, yeah. Hey, we made it. Okay. See you back at the launch pad. Alright, we have made it back to our planet. Rocket is still cooling off from the landing and refueling itself quite nicely. Alright, so I think that's going to be about it for today. We've gotten a lot done, actually. We got our space station expanded, we got our warp core installed, and we successfully managed to figure out how to warp to other planets. And we now have a whole laundry list of new planets to go through and check out and see if there's any new unique materials on it. Who knows? There might be. And, yeah, next time we'll spend more time up in space. We will have, we'll get a rocket fuel thing set up and added to the space station to where we can automatically produce our rocket fuel on the space station. We probably need 2 of these, come to think of it. Yeah, probably 2 of these little electrolyzers. And probably... yeah, I don't think I want to recreate this same setup because it would be far too big. But probably just a basic little thing. But yeah, that's a project for next time. So, yep, I will... yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Again, I'm sorry for the delay on getting this out to you guys. But, yeah, just a lot of crap going on. And, hopefully everything's going to work out in the future now with this new computer. So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.